Yeah.
Open up the negativity, ditch it, don't feed it, and you start opening up where people come to you and they may recognise something. And then another chap, Steve Spence, who observed me on higher education, foundation degree, international management, he came to observe me on a Monday morning doing finance. And I'm like, it was week 12, just before Christmas. He'd come in, Steve, I'm going to observe you. By then, I've got the guys generating. They're building their own hotels. They're doing costings. Steve Spence came in. You're right. We're talking about break-even points. We're talking about staffing levels. But we started off at week 1. We started building their hotels at week 1.
That's really good.
Because I saw, because the taking risks, if you see with open eyes, and you see, right, week 12, they've got to know about running costs, fixed costs, wages, linen. They've got to know about that by week 12. And I've gone, actually, why don't they start building their hotel in week 1? Each week we start building up. How many staff do you need? Well, I've got a 4-bedroom hotel on the beach. I'm going to staff it up with 20 chefs, 55 waiting staff, 1 million housekeeping staff. Okay, in week 6, we'll revisit that and see if the costs will really work them out.
Yeah.
So we refined it. It didn't matter at week 1. They were building their hotels, they had cabaret acts and everything cracking off for 5 people in their restaurant. I wish I was going there.
Oh dear. The power of imagination. Fabulous. Fabulous.
But it's seeing what's down the line through the qualification handbook, and actually that'll link in nicely with that. So when they went out to the jury's inn to do housekeeping, bang, oh right, I get it now. Because we're putting stuff into place, they don't even know what their future is. I've already predicted their future just by putting it out there. And then by week 12, so week 12 came, Monday morning, finance, really. And they're like that, the students are there, but they're building their hotels. I got a business lecturer in to come and do, what's that thing called? Where the millionaires come together. They had to sell their idea to the business marketing.
Oh, like
That Dragon's Den.
Yeah,
correct. We did a Dragon's Den. Yeah. And they were up there. They were doing revenue and costs, and they were up there. They were supporting each other. And Steve went, wow. He said, I was only supposed to be here for 5 minutes. 45 minutes later, he left. It was blown away. Techniques on PowerPoint. I changed PowerPoints I looked at different techniques to do PowerPoint. And each day, and this is an important tip for anybody that wants to get on. Yes, it's all about the students during the working day. Stay at work for an hour to do something creative for yourself, because you never know what that brings, be it Moodle, be it online platforms, be it new techniques. Give something back to yourself on the day. You're regenerating and re-energizing yourself, exciting yourself for the next day. So he was blown away by it. And he invited me then to actually the last day of colleges, like when we do the showcasing, he says, Steve, can you help me out by showcasing your brilliant ideas to other lecturers? Am I qualified? Yeah, are you sure? The stuff you're doing, I've just, okay, brilliant. This isn't an ego thing, by the way. This actually happened, and I think it's important to know that when you take risks, you start believing, and other people start believing in yourself, things happen. So I sat there, I was doing the PowerPoint, we did our presentation, we did 4 sessions in one day, I think 3 or 4. And in front of me was another teaching and learning coach. And I said to myself, really? I'm actually teaching now, a teaching and learning coach who should know better. Yeah. Have I made it? No, I'm just enjoying the journey because I'm going to do something. You take 5 things away from me, I'll share practices, I'll find another 10 to excite.
It is about, sharing. When we watch other people, And as we're interviewing other people, there's other things that pop up as people are talking that you take away. So it's not a case of, you know, that person, that teaching and learning coach doesn't know, but what it does show me is that teaching and learning coach that was in your audience was open-minded enough to know that she wasn't or he wasn't doing everything that possibly could be done, and was willing to learn from somebody else. That to me is what it's about, that you're willing to say, actually, I haven't got all the answers. I haven't got all the answers. I'm never going to have all the answers. But actually, I'm willing to listen to other people and learn from their experiences. So for us, that question about the people that have impacted your life is an interesting one, really, because there seems to be a lot of people around the education side of your journey that have impacted where you are and how you've got to where you are today. Which is brilliant.
Very much. From the culinary side, I've just got to say there was one chef that really took upon himself to take me under his wing. One chef in the whole time. And having mental illness back then, I just want to say this very quickly. You're not learning skills. You're learning how to survive. And I would have been in a better place if I'd had the teacher right at the beginning. And that's what I want to put through to the students as well.
Yeah.
And really remembering that, because there's parents' children in your class. You've got responsibility for that. And that comes through, and you've got to help them with that as well. There was one chef, but the teaching was really when it exploded, and it's